here with Betty Lesko, and Betty was president of the Junior League at the time that the house was getting started. And of course, as we said, the Junior League was one of the founding members of the Ronald McDonald House. And so, Betty, I just wanted to start out by talking a little bit about I mentioned this to Marcia and Stuart, something you were quoted as saying, and that this was the largest undertaking of the 57-year history of the Junior League. And you're president, so tell me a little bit about what that undertaking was.
Well, at that time, this was 1982, when the project was first presented as a community service project of the Junior League, and timing was of the essence. We were looking for real worthwhile projects for the Junior League to undertake, and a subcommittee of the community service project group brought this to the board's attention, that this was something we wanted to look into and bring to the general membership to vote on. We were working with the McDonald group as well as Roanoke Memorial. There was no Carillion in those days. That came later. So we had our first ever summer called membership meeting. To my knowledge, there has never been one before that date or after. So I think it was in July, that after the subcommittee had done its homework and its research, that we called this night meeting for the general membership. And in those days, we had we had two different general membership meetings, one for the working women and one for the daytime members. So this was very unusual to do this in those days. But we thought that this was a wonderful project for the community, and it was a unanimous vote to proceed with this wonderful project.
So tell me a little bit about after that. So everyone is on board, and how did you start your collaboration with McDonald's and with Roanoke Memorial at that time to start talking about how you're going to make this happen?
Well, we had many hurdles to surpass. We were on board with McDonald's, we were on board with Roanoke Memorial, but there was some controversy in the neighborhood. Not everyone had the vision that this would be a great project for the neighborhood. So we had to pass some opposition with the zoning issue. We had to go to city council and state our case. And fortunately, city council supported us, and we got the variance approved. So once we did that, we just needed to publicize. We needed to raise money. The Junior League had made a good commitment, and the hospital as well as McDonald's. So everything was go, and it was just, we knew it was going to succeed after that.
Now, were you a part of getting into just tell me in your own words how far you went into the details of getting the house started and into the meetings and the agenda and
Well, there were a lot of meetings, as you can imagine, a lot of events, fundraising, sponsorship opportunities. So,
Yeah, I've been looking back through the archives. I'm very impressed at just how organized you all were and the vision that you made come to life. You see it on paper.
Junior Leaguers are very good fundraisers, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And they train their volunteers to do their part and then train to be volunteers for other organizations.
So when you come on as president, did you know this was going to be on your plate?
You spend a year as president-elect before you are a president. So it happened very quickly, and the timeline, as I recall, started in late spring, and as I say, that first meeting was in the summer to actually do the approval. And I think the groundbreaking was in December, the week after Christmas, as I recall. And then the opening was that May of 84, so it was a year and a half.
Yeah,
in construction.
yeah.
So, for a commercial property, that's impressive.
It is, it is. So now the house is open,
Mm-hmm.
we broke ground,
Mm-hmm.
starting, with, and what other type of obstacles along the way did you all, or challenges, that you come into along the way of getting the doors open?
That's 35 years ago. I'm not sure I can really address that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure there were some, but
Yeah.
most of all, once it was a done deal, it was pretty smooth, as I
Yeah.
recall. Everybody
And so-
wanted it to succeed. There were donation boxes in all the McDonald's, and
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of support.
So when you, the doors are open, the Junior League played a huge role in, operating the house, from
And
what I
volunteer,
understand. Is that
yes.
correct?
There was a lot of members who wanted to volunteer and see it in operation.
Yeah, yeah. So, it's been, we're just looking through everything and the impact that this has had, for so many families. Over the 35 years, we estimate it's been 20,000 children and over. Did you ever dream it would be to that great extent?
That is amazing, and kudos to you and all of the people who went before you to make this happen and to be such a smooth running organization. It's really a testimony to you and so many volunteers through the years, and the people who come and fix dinner every day, the people who drop off food and donations.
Yeah.
It's really a well-run operation.
What did it mean to you personally to be a part of this?
Well, just knowing
Mhm.
that people in need didn't have to travel hours, and sometimes they stayed here for weeks and months. I know.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's just a feel-good
right.
type of project that we can all be proud of.
Yeah.